We are all doing life, but who knew life could be this funny? It's Doing Life with Maria and Chad, our podcast.
Thank you so much for checking out our podcast. Maria, I haven't told you this story, but on today's podcast, you know how I'm just not handy? I'm not a handy guy.
You're very proud of the fact that you're not handy.
It's actually got me out of a lot of work, but there is something that I've done, and it falls in the handy category, and I think it'll surprise you. That's coming up along with tons of other stuff on today's podcast.
Ta-da! It is yes or BS time, Chad Mitchell.
You're going to make me look like I don't know anything? I love playing games what's the subject matter? Is it something that I know anything about?
Oh my God, yes. It is National Beer Day today.
Oh.
Actually, it's National Beer Day every day, but today is official National Drink Beer Day. So your theme today is going to be beer. Easy enough, right?
Very 2020 beer day. A lot of drinking this year. I was texting with a friend earlier today and talking about all the issues with businesses going out and blah, blah, blah. Alcohol has done okay this year. I think they've sold a lot.
I think so too. Probably more than they expected, right? Okay.
Right.
So number one, there's 5. Number 1, on Family Guy, Pete's favorite beer is called Duff.
That is BS because that's Simpsons.
Yes, that's Homer Simpson's favorite beer. Yes. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Guinness is the oldest brewery in the world that's still making beer.
That is BS.
That is true.
Oh, it is.
The $1 million question. BS is correct.
Oh, okay. I got it.
You are correct that is not correct.
Okay. So I got 2 right. I have to guess which beer it is? Because I have an idea.
Okay, what do you think?
Is it Yuengling?
No, that's a good guess, though. That is a good guess. I had to ask my husband how to pronounce this. The oldest continuously operating brewery in the world is in Germany.
Okay.
And is called Weihenstephan. It was founded in 1040, 980 years ago. Guinness was founded in 1759.
Does it say there? Is it in Munich? Or because that's where we went for Oktoberfest?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
And actually, the way they gave me the pronunciation, because I had to look it up, it says Weihenstephan.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked my husband, I go, is that right? He's like, it doesn't look right. He's like looking at it. He's like, that's not how you pronounce it. And I'm like, well, that's the way they gave it to me. So that's how they pronounce it.
Okay.
Anheuser-Busch put out a beer for kids in the 1800s, the late 1800s. I'm
going with yes, that did happen.
That is true. It was a 1.9% alcohol beer. They sold it as a nutritional drink for kids, nutritional, and also a tonic for pregnant women.
There was some celebrity recently on one of those late night talk shows that was talking about how their kids drink O'Doul's, and they were drinking them on Zoom classes. I forget the celebrity. It might have been Kristen Bell. I'm not sure. But they were telling this story about how the kids have a taste for... Oh, it is Kristen Bell because Dax Shepard is a recovering alcoholic drug issue. He had pain pills.
Oh,
so he had those in the house, and the kids apparently like O'Doul's. And so they were drinking them and didn't realize that you really shouldn't be showing that to your teacher. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's non-alcoholic. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 4. The Dutch word Heineken literally translates as fun, light drink.
I'll go with... It's not about the butt, right? Heine?
No.
I'm going with that is real. Yes.
That's
BS.
actually BS. Heineken was just literally the founder's name.
Okay. All right.
All right. And here's your last one. The strongest beer in the world has a higher alcohol content than Jack Daniels.
I am going, yes, that is true.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
The beer is called Strength in Numbers. Did you see this?
No.
It's 57.8% alcohol.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, Jack Daniels is 80 proof, which is 40% alcohol.
Huh.
Just to kind of put that in perspective.
Interesting. All right. Now I feel like I know something. This will be good when I do have a beer to share all of the knowledge that I've absorbed on the Doing Life with Maria and Chad podcast.
Exactly.
I'm posting a picture right now. Dan, our video producer, has this picture. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you haven't watched on YouTube, go to this part of the podcast and you can see the picture of what I did. It's a picture in our front bathroom. You've been to our house, Maria.
Uh-huh.
So when you come in the front door to the left, there's like a little bathroom and a shower there.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was out of town visiting my friends that I grew up with, we spent the weekend together. My wife surprised me, and in a good way. She's an amateur photographer with her iPhone, and she has captured some really cool desert landscapes. And again, surprised me. She went and ordered these pictures, like 2 of the best pictures she's ever taken, to hang in that bathroom. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking at it on YouTube right now, you can see what it is, but they're kind of metallic prints, if that makes sense. Okay. Rather than like an actual photo, it's a metallic thing, and it's got like a weird...
like they printed on metal, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I came home from the weekend visiting my friends from growing up, and you know this about me. I'm not super tidy. I mean, if you could look around this office right now, there's stuff laying around. Clutter does not bother me.
Right.
I came home. The pictures were beautiful. She hung them up, which is typically my department because I am so... Well, I'll tell you, I am very anal when it comes to pictures being level.
Oh, really?
And
I don't think I knew that. I just knew that you weren't handy. So this whole conversation is kind of surprising me that you actually hang pictures.
Oh yeah, I do the picture thing. I'm good at measuring. Everything kind of works. So that is my department. But this picture, one was perfect, and then the one, if you can imagine a guy standing at a toilet, when I looked to my left, which is what you're looking at right now on YouTube, was a little off. I mean, just enough that it drove me nuts. So I was going to just fix it, right? And last week, my wife was working from home, and I brought it up to her, and we had to be somewhere, and we got out the little ladder, and I looked at it, and she had made the holes, so it was just off enough that it wouldn't be fixed very easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. So what you're looking at is the finished product. But how I came to level it, I thought was kind of MacGyver-ish. So when I did that weight loss program, and I'm still trying to do it, 30-10 weight loss for life.
Right.
So I lost a bunch of weight, and my wedding ring was not fitting. So I bought these things on Amazon. They're little stickers that you put on the inside of your ring so your ring doesn't fall off.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So while she was not home, I applied 2 of those to the thing that it hangs onto. And now you're looking at a perfectly even picture.
That was very MacGyver-y. Good job.
But I won't. She asked me how I did it. She thought I made new holes, and I'm like, no, I just took care of it. I still haven't told her the reason or the way I fixed it, because I put 1 sticker on. I'm like, it's still not level. I had to level out, and I'm like making sure. It just drove me nuts. Every time I'd go pee, I'd look over, and I'm like, that's just not right. It's just not right. It drove me crazy. But her pictures are beautiful, and you can see one of them on YouTube. And again, thank you for watching our podcast on YouTube.
Well, I have an update for you, and I'm so excited.
Oh, really? Okay.
Remember last week I was telling you about the pumpkin spice mac and cheese and how it was only going to be in Canada and why couldn't they bring it here? Now, Kraft mac and cheese have decided to bring it to the United States. What?
Just
so excited.
Time for October Halloween, right?
Well, and again, you can't buy it. You have to win it. And you have to tweet at Kraft mac and cheese and then use the hashtag pumpkin spice KMC, Kraft mac and cheese, and hashtag sweepstakes.
Okay.
And then maybe you'll get drawn to win a box of this dumb mac and cheese. But this is what I think. I think Kraft heard the United States going crazy over how come Canada gets everything. And so they decided to put it out to the United States as well because we're the weirdos who buy this kind of crap.
Refresh my memory. Is this something you want to try because you like all the weird stuff?
I want to try it just because I probably won't be able to. Like, I want what I can't have.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be cool if I actually won a box and then we could try it together?
What's my reaction supposed to be? Wouldn't it be cool if I won a box of mac and cheese? Yeah, that'd be that would be fantastic. I'd be happy for you, Maria.
Winner, winner, craft dinner. Hey,
there you go. I like that. While we're talking about freebie stuff, did you see the thing? My phone had a notification today from Amazon. Did you see what they're giving away $1,000 gift cards to spend on Amazon?
No, how come I didn't get that?
You have time. I think it's all part of that Prime Day thing, but
okay.
You have to download the Amazon Photos app and then post one of your photos and use their frame, blah, 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 a couple hashtags, follow this, follow that. But I did it. I'm like sitting there going, all right, I've got a picture. It's up on the Twitter at Chad Radio is where I put it. But yeah, if you're looking for $1,000 to spend on Amazon, look around for that. I have a game for you, Maria. Earlier, you tested me on beer. How about this?
Mm-hmm.
This is a homemade game. I call it, How Did My Daughter Spell It?
Da, 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 da. Okay.
So I'm going to tell you the situation, and I'm going to tell you what should have been written. This first one is from her homework. And the sentence was, this began the process with, they began the process with torture. Which word did she mispronounce?
Can you give me the sentence one more time, please?
Uh-huh. They began the process with torture.
I'm going to say she misspelled torture.
That is correct. But how did she spell it?
I'm going to spell it incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Torcher. Torture.
With a space in between. They began the process with torch her. I'm like, well, so close. Just missed it. One more that made me laugh. On a previous podcast, I was telling you about we use our Fitbits to motivate each other to get more steps, and we compete with people virtually in this thing called Work Week Hustle. It goes Monday through Friday. Whoever gets the most steps wins. So my daughter's watch band broke after cross-country practice. So she sent a message to the entire group, which is like 6 or 7 people. She said, my watch band broke, so use this time to catch up. Which word did she mispronounce or misspell? My watch band broke, so use this time to catch up.
Oh, God. Broke?
Nope.
I don't know.
So use this time to catch up.
Oh, catch up. She spelled, instead of catch up, CATCH up. She spelled ketchup,
and mustard. Ketchup and mustard, basically. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, you can't get everything right. But she's a freshman in high school. I kind of thought that would be an obvious one.
Well, maybe she was voice texting.
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. I didn't reply, and nobody called her on it, so I'm like, okay, that was cute. Earlier this summer, we went on a road trip as a family, and we went up into Monument Valley in Arizona, where Forrest Gump did his famous run. He ran across the country. Yeah. So Forrest Gump is honestly definitely a top 5 movie of mine, one of my favorites. So I found this story about Tom Hanks that I wanted to share on the podcast. Robert Zemeckis was the director of the movie. And when they were filming this thing, they had no idea how huge and legendary this movie would be. And this was 1993. The movie studio said, we can't cover the cost of Forrest's epic run across America. So what can we do? So Tom and Bob Zemeckis offered to pay to film all of that themselves.
I didn't know that.
But they got a bigger percentage of the movie's gross, like how much the movie made. So that decision to pay for that, after they paid for it, they both made an extra $65 million.
Holy crap.
Because they were able to negotiate. Listen, this is him talking about it.
He said, well, this run is going to cost X amount of dollars. And it wasn't cheap. I said, okay. He said, you and I are going to split that amount, and we're going to give it back. Okay, we'll give you the money back, but you guys are going to have to share the profits a little bit more, which the studio said, fabulous, great, okay. It's good for us too.
$65 million good. Isn't that crazy?
Holy cow.
I mean, just a
Wow.
little piece of a successful movie like that could pay that much.
And maybe it cost them a couple $1,000,000 each,
Right.
you know, for the equipment and I'm guessing it wasn't really film. Was it film then or digital?
Film,
Whatever.
and then probably the crew's travel expenses and
Right.
meal, you know, whatever it costs. I mean, it's probably very expensive, but yeah, in relation
Either
to
way, it was a great investment.
yeah, I keep looking for that investment to fall in my lap. The final question for today's podcast is this, Maria. I want you to answer it
Okay.
as well. I have an answer. And everyone listening, make sure you answer on social media. What song always makes you happy?
Ooh. Okay. So I have two.
Okay. Maria, you get one song. It's not what songs, it's you always do this. You always want more than one. The question again, let me make sure you adjust your headphones so you can hear me clearly. What song always makes you happy? So I have two.
Just one.
Can you
Just
pick one?
I have two, but I'll only give one.
Okay, you can say two. I don't care.
Okay. First of all, it's our friend Roger Klein.
Uh-huh.
His song Green and Dumb always makes me happy. One of my favorite songs of all time.
I know the song. What is it about?
It's I don't really know.
I don't
it's
either.
About, it's
It's good though.
well, yeah, it's good.
It's kind
I
of
just like to
kind
sing
of a
along.
love
I know
song,
the words.
right? Love song.
It's kind of a love song, yeah.
Yeah.
About the farmer's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, but the song that always makes me happy and I never tire of hearing it, Zac Brown Band, Toes.
Oh yeah. You want to sing a little bit?
Toes in the water, ass in the sand.
I knew you would know
Gotta
that part.
worry, something.
All I know is the dirty words. All right. My favorite song that makes me happy will make you laugh because I used to listen to it on my CD Walkman when those were a thing,
Nice.
compact discs.
Uh-huh.
When I was, I think it was like on the track bus or cross country bus when I was in high school. And I think if my friends knew I was listening to this song, they'd make fun of me because it's really not a cool song. But I always,
they know
it's
now.
one of those ones that make you smile. It's Katrina in the Waves, Walking on Sunshine.
That is a good one.
It's cheesy and embarrassing, but again, if that came on right now, I'm like, that's a happy song. How could you not be happy listening to that song?
Chad, how does that one go again?
You're walking on sunshine. Woo! I don't know. I feel good. Oh. So tell us, please, on our Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you want, tell us the song that makes you happy. And if you want to tell us the story behind it, that would be an added bonus. Look for Doing
Nice.
Life with Maria and Chad. And you want to run down some of the apps that now play the podcast?
Well, we're new on Amazon Music, right?
Yep.
For free. Spotify, Google Podcast, Pandora, Stitcher, Podbean, of course, YouTube, and what am I missing?
TuneIn and the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah, the big ones.
So that's okay. They're all there. Yes, I think Spotify, I was reading, is the number one place that people listen to podcasts. So I'm happy that we're there. Please make sure you subscribe when you go find our podcast so you don't miss a single episode. And again, answer the final question on our social media. What song always makes you happy? If you want to answer two songs, Maria says it's okay, right?
I was just going to say, or songs, plural.
Songs.
Thanks again for listening to Doing Life with Maria and Chad. Follow us on Instagram at Maria and Chad and Facebook. You can now listen on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, the free Amazon Music app, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Pandora, Podbean, and of course, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.